And during World War II, my people, including Christians, Christian Albanians, saved every single Jewish refugee that came to Albania's lands in a majority Muslim country.
Well, there was lots of Jews living in the Muslim countries before Israel was created. It was like all over Iraq, Iran. A lot of them didn't want to immigrate to Israel. I believe it was Iraq. Mossad came and started bombing the Jewish population, acting like it was the Muslims to get them to immigrate.
What I do know, Jake, there is an agenda by people like Laura Loomer. There was an agenda. I don't know if he did it on purpose or he just didn't have the knowledge of people like Charlie Kirk this last month, just pushing these narratives, Muslim this, Muslim that, Islam this, Islam's the greatest threat to the West, responding to these tweets. Yes. And then we look at the history. Is it in the doctrine of Islam? Is it in the doctrine of Islam to hate Christians and Jews? Is it in the doctrine of Islam to call Christians and Jews infidels? The answer is no. They quote the media, so start asking who controls the media and why they might push this narrative. They have led us to believe since this day, 24 years ago, on 9/11, that Muslims want to wipe out Christians and Jews. What does Islam say about Christians and Jews? They are called people of the book, those who received revelation before the final book. Mm-hmm. Muslims believe the Torah is the Old Testament, the book of Moses, the Psalms of David, and then the gospel of Jesus Christ, and then we believe the Quran is the final testament of God. That's what we believe. In that book, God said, there is no harm upon the Christians or the Jews. If you follow the revelation I sent you, then even salvation, right, is promised to you. If you're following actually what Jesus brought, if you're following what Moses brought, and you keep that covenant that I gave with you, this is what the book says. If Islam was the enemy of Judaism, because that's the reason I felt so compelled to speak about this. They're using this narrative to justify everything that's been happening over the last 75 years.
And most of these people are atheists. Most of them don't even practice Judaism. Most of the Jews that are pushing are mostly atheists.
Laura Loomer should be ashamed of herself. The religion that literally, and it's not to pick on my Christian brothers and sisters, but history is history. They were hunted down throughout Europe. Christian kingdoms wiped them out, burned them at the stake. Look it up. If I'm lying, drop the comments. I'm not.
Yeah, I don't know enough about the history.
Okay?
So.
Yes, the Muslims controlled Spain for almost 500-600 years, whatever it was. They're still the most Catholic country in the world. If it was to force people to conversion, the Muslims could have done that in Spain. They didn't do it.